like, I done got so deep into these Dilla beats, I'm going looking for his shit now. I don't know when you gonna see it, but it's the top for me, or just under the top. So I'm gonna say top of the morning and top of the day. Whatever part of the day, make sure you on top of it. The top of my morning, especially this morning, is getting my granddaughter up and getting her some breakfast. Ray takes care of all the hygiene, the clothing, and I'm in the kitchen. We got her off to school, and our week starts. After a weekend of Kai, we go back to living without a 2-footer in the house for a few days. It's a beautiful thing to be a grandparent. It's a beautiful thing. It's not guaranteed, and it should not be underestimated. Your powers as a parent give you your powers as a grandparent. So it's not about how well you did as a parent, it's how efficient you were. Because you might have been fucked up as a parent even though you tried hard. I can attest to that. I can say that I tried hard as a parent, but shit didn't always go the way I needed it to go. But it wasn't because of a lack of effort. And that effort makes me more efficient as a grandparent. I said that to say this. Y'all know it's the BlackWatch. Y'all see the hat. Y'all see the hoodie. Ain't had none on these hoodies lately, you know. I got some new hoodies and I ain't getting no print on these. The next ones I get some print on. I like having just a plain hoodie. Just so, you know, everybody ain't always looking at the leaf. You know, people are still taken aback by the leaf. Even though it's all legal and it's all good and it's all healthy, they still will take a gander at it and then do a double take. Like, is that a marijuana leaf? And then if I'm smoking, you smoke weed in the car. That's when I know I got a new viewer. When they want to blast me in the comments and say I smoke weed. Catch up. Catch up. It's not weed, it's hemp. I smoke cannabis, weed as y'all call it, but I smoke hemp in the car. Hemp is 100% legal. You can't get high off hemp. Therefore, I can't catch a DUI when I drive, when I smoke. And I'm not sure exactly what that has to do with the price of tea in China or any of these other foreign territories that most of these motherfuckers who be coming at me come from. And I'm speaking of European territories too. Because if they're not white supremacists, then they come from some other country that they ran over here because they couldn't cut it over there and they want to get at me. Run back to your mammy, run back to your daddy in those territories. I don't talk about people in their marginalized territories that they come from. I don't fuck with people like that because you came to America for a reason. It was fucked up where you were and you came over here so you're looking for a better life. Well, I've already been here and my mama was here and my grandma was here and my great-grandma was here and my great-great-grandmother was here. So I'm ADOS, so I belong here. Don't get me to checking papers on your ass to see when you arrived. Because if you arrived in 1982, you really can't fuck with me on no levels. If your family got here in the 60s, you really can't fuck with me on no levels. As I said, I'm not going to argue with anybody that is ADOS about ADOS issues. So I goddamn sure ain't going to argue with nobody that ran from another territory to come over here because they couldn't cut it over there. What kind of fool am I? I love working with people from all angles. You know what I'm saying? From all angles. I love working with people. But some people come over here and get an attitude. Some people come over here and think they can tell you how to live when where they're from, they couldn't live. They had to go somewhere else to live better. See, I didn't have to go nowhere else to live better. Okay? I've been here. Gonna be here. There ain't no going back to Africa. I don't know where I'm from over there. Ain't nobody sent me no postcards from Africa. What Big Brother Almighty say? Mother Africa. Mother Africa. I gotta watch School Days again. Mother Africa. So fuck you and Mother Africa. I'm from Detroit. A lot of people miss that line. Julian was from Detroit. He was bougie in college in the ATL, but he was from Detroit. And he was all caught up in that black Greek life. So it changed him a little bit. People felt like it took some of the soul out of him. But it was more of an act. It was a life. I won't call it an act, because I know black Greeks. And I know their culture. And a lot of brothers have stayed solid. A lot of brothers have stayed 10 toes down. But then there's those motherfuckers who they get involved with them fraternities and get them sideways letters going and this and that, and you can't tell them shit. They now think they Greek. No, you still black. And many of you are ADOS. I expect that out of people that come to this territory and they go to HBCUs or go to these regular universities and join black fraternities. See, that's how they get in. Like Kamala, the VP-elect. Kamala's daddy's Jamaican, her mama's Brahmin Indian, but she went to a HBCU and she joined a black sorority, so now she is ski-wee. And she's just as black as everybody else, so people think. But little do they know, Kamala don't rep and up, AKA the same way you would see a black woman who was born and raised in Detroit. In Ann Arbor, hell. It's different when it's a black American, when it's an American descendant of slavery that joins one of these black fraternities and sororities than it is for somebody who came to this territory and whose people are from another territory. That gives them an anchoring of blackness. Now they blacker. They've already got melanin in their skin, but if there's any question about their blackness, once they join that fraternity or sorority, gives them that anchor. And there ain't nothing wrong with having that anchor. Absolutely not. Anchor your ass. But you better hold on to it. Don't just hold on to it when it's good for job applications. Don't just hold on to it when it's good for just networking in general. If you went to a black fraternity and sorority and pledged their laws and bylaws, you say you're black. Be black then. Don't be black when it's convenient. See, I can't just be black when it's convenient. I'm black all day, every day. A lot of people don't like that because I come from Ann Arbor. Now, I'm not wearing dashikis in this bitch, but I know what's what and been knowing what's what. Gonna know what's what. Taught my kid what's what. And gonna teach my grandkids what's what. I remember my kids, my kids are beige. My kids are beige. I remember I told them they was black and they said, no, they not black. I had one, my baby, she had a little lisp when she was young. Ain't not black, daddy. No. Wasn't believing it. Because they was looking at me, who they looked at as black. Then they was looking at their mama, who wasn't black. And even though they wasn't telling them that they weren't black, that's just the way it rolls. Because there's always been a black connotation, a bad connotation with black people. And that's unfortunate. But now, my babies know. They grown. One's a parent. They know they black. There's no question about their blackness. There's no questioning them about their blackness. It's all about how you bring these kids up, man. And then you get some that are really taught who they are. Crazy shit. Sorry about the bumps. This is Ann Arbor. there's not a lot of money flowing around here, so they can't get these fucking streets fixed. So they got me rolling around like I got 3 tires in this bitch. Ann Arbor ought to be ashamed of themselves. I mean, these roads are fucked up. The main arteries leading into downtown is fucked up down here. How dare you? So, yeah. You gotta start them young. And I'm not saying just put on a whole bunch of Afrocentric stuff and walk away from the TV. Don't play a whole bunch of black movies and TV shows and think that you're gonna just get all that soaked in through osmosis. No, you gotta talk to your children about who they are, what they are, where they from. Because if all you are is where right here, you just from here, talk about here. Talk about black culture here. How you came up in it. You see, we were always taught like on the surface of some shit about Africa. I don't know why. Because that's really not where we originated from. We originated from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Most of us. Some people came from other territories when they were really, really young. But did none of us come from Africa? And the little superficial shit that they would tell us about Africa, it was like, okay. And most of the people I know today ain't been to Africa and have no desire to go. Good, bad, or indifferent. My flag is planted here in America. I am an American. I am an American descendant of slavery. And I'm proud of that. Damn, he didn't last long at all down here. That's crazy. Satchels didn't last long down here. Turned into an Indian cuisine. So a barbecue restaurant that's already got a brand and already got another location in town did not last downtown. I wonder if that's pandemic related, or is his ribs really not as slapping as a lot of people think they are? Because I never really thought they was slapping. As everybody said, that's slapping. That shit ain't slapping. And I'm not shitting on them because they used to actually have some really good fried corn. I love fried corn, and they used to have good fried corn, and then that started slipping. Now, if you slipping at fried corn, and I already don't like the ribs, there ain't really no reason for me to come. I ain't coming to get no cornbread muffins. And they was Jiffy Mix too. Anyways, but yeah. Be black. If you're not black, be who you are. But don't come grifting the blackness through sororities and fraternities and networking and this, that. No. Because once you get over here, you over here. That's why there's Caucasian people who can fuck with black folks, but they don't cross that line. And I'm not talking about that line that everybody thinks everybody cross when they get accepted into black culture. No, they don't cross that line into wiggerdom. They're not wiggers. Or wiggers. There's some people that just grew up around a lot of black people. So they understand the plight. Through socioeconomics. All different types of politics. They understand. They empathize. Not sympathize. But they empathize. And when you empathize and understand, you might work your way to becoming an ally. Hell, you might work your way to becoming an ambassador. You can never be black. But goddamn it, you can be hella on our side. Hella on our team. Because if you're not, get on over there. I've been telling everybody, I don't need you. I don't need you. If we can fuck with each other, I'd like that. But if we can't, I'd like that. I'm not going to feel either way about it. nice ass house, dude. I've always liked that house. You must got something else going on because the garage so far from the hell. You don't build no house with all that money and then have your garage. So that garage must be for something else. That must be for extra cars. Because they got a garage attached to that. What's that extra 3-4 car boy for? I'd like to just find them out there with their yard work one day once the pandemic's over. But just like find out, why y'all got this extra 3-car garage after y'all got a 3-car garage connected to the house? What y'all doing? What y'all doing over here? Just to be nosy. I mean, I ain't gonna just pull up on their driveway and be like, what y'all got going here? It had to be an organic situation. I'd have to be walking by and shit, you know. I have to find that out. But this was just the top dose. Because it's the top of the morning for me. I'm getting warmed up. Appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate all the hecklers. I appreciate people that are watching these videos who refuse to subscribe and just want to comment. Absolutely. You keep me on my toes. Absolutely. But I'm going to kick the bullshit back to you. I already told you, if you don't look in my about, I'm not going to be bullied on this bitch by nobody. You can subscribe, but you're not going to bully me. You can view, but you're not going to bully me. You can give me a thumbs down on a video, but you're not going to bully me. Why? Because I'm not to be bullied. I'm no gangster out here, but I'm not to be bullied. What I am is I'm a member of an elite group, and we're American Descendants of Slavery, and we need reparations. Why? Because everybody else has been paid in this soil. Everybody. And here's the thing. People that come to this country and live and make better, that's their reparations. That's their redress. That's their recompense. Because you're paid way more than you were in your home territory. You're paid and you're solvent. Whereas you weren't paid over there justifiably, and you definitely weren't solvent. Or you wouldn't have ran. You wouldn't have fled. Fred or Fredo. So when you come at me on my post and I'm talking about betterment of black people, now you want to talk about, what's that? What it was? What? He said, oh, you drive around smoking weed, and I guess that's a white supremacist fault if you get pulled over. No, that's my fault for bad driving, but I don't get pulled over for bad driving. And if the cop wants to take my hemp, where the bag at, sir? Let me drop it in the bag for you. Because if you don't bring it back, I'm suing you. I'm telling you it's hemp. I'll take your test. Of course I'm going to test positive for cannabis because I do smoke cannabis. I eat cannabis. I drink cannabis. But this ain't cannabis. And I'm telling you it ain't cannabis. And I can pass all your little sobriety tests. Because I'm sober. We just have too many people that are focused on the wrong shit. You're going to be focused on what I'm smoking. You're going to be focusing on how I'm driving. But you're not focused on the content? Whatever. I don't even address those people most of the time, to be honest. I really don't even address them. They don't deserve me addressing them. As y'all can see, I must be exiting the vehicle and entering somewhere else where there is human life abound. This is where we at. Get a pair of gloves here. I'm with the shits. I'm with the shits. But this Rona, I can pull it down. I was pulling it up because I was getting it on. This Rona is serious, y'all. And y'all know, y'all ain't in no damn hole. If you are, you ain't got no Wi-Fi. If you ain't got no Wi-Fi, you ain't watching this video. The vaccines are out. Whether you gonna take one, not take one, think about it, not think about it, that's up to you. The least you can do is wear a motherfucking mask. Now, I wear gloves and shit. I wear gloves because I touch a lot of stuff when I go in places. And there ain't sanitizer at the end of every aisle. When I pick up something and I don't get it, somebody else's fingerprints is on that. So if I touch it and somebody else doesn't touch it, I might have that Rona. So I touch it, touch all my stuff. Before I get back in the car, I throw the gloves in the door jam, we gone. We back to normal. I'm a black man, but my hands ain't this black. And we don't want no Rona on them. So do what you need to do to protect yourself. The numbers aren't going down, they're going up. Less and less people seem to think that it's a good thing to mask up and all that. I was at Sam's Club getting gas, goddamn. 2 black people I saw at the whole, let's see, you got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 15, 18, 20, 24 pumps. 24 pumps. Out of 24 pumps, I saw 2 masks. And those other 2 people were black people. And that's a goddamn shame. That's a goddamn shame. Why aren't we wearing masks out here? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all know the shit's out here. Y'all know what's out here. And we got people dying. We got things happening to folks that, frankly, I think some of the shit can be prevented. I don't think everybody has to get this shit that's getting it. I think there's some carelessness out here. But that's okay. If you're fucking with me, this is where we at with it. And I'm watching. Because I'm a black man. And this is the Black Watch. One love.